day has carried so much, so many thoughts, so many small moments that stayed with you longer than you expected. Here, everything can loosen. Here, nothing needs to be solved or held tightly. Let your breath fall into a slower rhythm, not controlled, not measured, just a soft release, the way an exhale naturally slips out after a long day. The space around you is gentle. Nothing asks for your attention. Nothing pulls or presses. You can simply arrive in this quiet moment, without rushing, without effort. A soft feeling begins to gather, almost like stepping into a warm room after being out in the cold. There is a sense of being held, of being allowed to rest exactly as you are. You do not have to push anything away. You do not have to pull anything closer. Just settle into the ease that's slowly forming around you. Let the day drift to the edges, not disappearing, just growing softer, as if someone dimmed the lights on all the noise and left only a warm glow behind. The thoughts that once felt sharp now round themselves out. They lose their edges, becoming quieter, gentler, easier to be near. Notice how your body responds to this softness. The shoulders lower a little, the jaw loosens. Even the space behind the eyes begins to feel less crowded. Each tiny shift is its own quiet permission to rest. If there is heaviness, let it sit beside you for a moment. It doesn't need to be fixed or carried any differently. Just let it have a place outside of your hands. Let it rest too. You might sense a small wave of relief, subtle and slow, like a warm breeze moving through an open window. It doesn't rush. It doesn't try to soothe everything at once. It simply passes through, leaving you a little more at ease with each breath. The quiet here is steady, grounding, like the calm that comes after a long conversation, when the room finally becomes still again. Let yourself lean into that stillness. Let it support you. If your mind wanders, allow it. Every thought can drift in and out without needing to be followed. They can rise like soft shapes in the distance and dissolve just as easily. Nothing needs your attention right now. Nothing requires you to act. Feel how the air around you seems to soften with every passing moment. The pace of everything grows slower. The rhythm of your thoughts stretches out, creating more space, more quiet, more room to breathe. Here, you are safe. Here, you can let go of the pressure to hold yourself together. Let the quiet move through your chest, down your arms, and into your hands. Let it settle into your legs, into the weight of your body, and into the surface beneath you. The heaviness of the day keeps loosening, almost as though it is melting. Not rapidly, just slowly, gently, in its own time. Each breath seems to carry away a little more of the strain you've been holding. In this moment, nothing else matters. Not what happened earlier, not what might come later. Just the warm stillness around you and the slow, steady ease within you. Allow yourself a deeper breath now, not because you should, but because your body might be ready to soften a little more. Feel the warmth that comes with that softening, the way it spreads quietly and steadily. The space you're in feels even more peaceful now, heavier in the way a blanket feels heavy, comforting, steady, reassuring. Let yourself sink into that sensation, letting it wrap around you. No force, just a gentle settling, the way a feather settles when the air grows still. Your thoughts may drift like distant echoes. You can let them fade without reaching for them. You can let them become part of the quiet around you. There is nothing to resist, nothing to hold tightly. Feel the softness that surrounds you. Feel the softness that's beginning to form inside you. Warm, quiet, steady, safe. This moment belongs only to rest, only to ease, only to the slow unwinding of everything you've carried. Let yourself drift a little more. Let the last traces of tension slip away. Let the quiet become the only thing you notice. There is no need to do anything now. No need to think or plan or sort through anything. Just breathe softly. Rest softly. Settle into this warm, gentle beginning. And let yourself stay here, in this growing quiet. As everything slowly falls away into calm, the day has finally slowed. The noise, the movement, the small demands that pulled at you have all begun to fade. Around you, the room feels quieter than before, as if the air itself is settling into a softer shape. Nothing needs to hurry here. Nothing needs to stay tense. A gentle dimness gathers in the space, the kind that makes everything feel a little safer, a little more distant from the weight of earlier hours. Your breath follows the mood of the room, easing into a calmer rhythm without any push or force. Each inhale arrives naturally. Each exhale slips out on its own, carrying a bit of the day with it. There's a feeling of unclenching that begins almost without you noticing. A small shift in the shoulders, a loosening around the eyes. The body remembers how to let go when the world grows quiet enough. Here, you can begin setting things down. Not all at once, just one feeling, one thought, one leftover pressure at a time. Imagine placing them beside you gently, as though they are objects you no longer need to hold. They can rest for a while. The thoughts that have been circling can soften their pace. They don't need to be solved. They don't need to be followed. They can simply settle in the dimness, like dust drifting down into still air. Notice how the room supports you. Even its quiet is steady and warm. Nothing in this space asks for anything from you. Nothing pulls at your attention. You're free to sink inward at your own pace. A small wave of relief begins to rise. It may start in the chest or the neck, wherever tension has been holding on the longest. The warmth spreads slowly, like gentle light finding its way into a closed room. It doesn't chase anything away. It simply allows your body to soften. Picture the weight of the day sitting beside you now, not heavy in your hands anymore, not pressing against your thoughts, just resting near you, quiet and harmless. It can stay there without needing anything from you. Your breath grows slower, calmer. The air around you feels thicker in a comforting way, like the hush that settles after the final light of evening fades. Each passing moment softens the edges of everything you carried. The body responds again, releasing more. The jaw loosens. The stomach becomes easier, less tight. Your hands grow heavier in a pleasant, grounding way. All these little pieces are setting down the day with you. In this gentle quiet, your mind doesn't have to work. It can drift without direction, without purpose. Thoughts may float through and then dissolve, leaving behind a growing calm. There's nothing to resist, nothing to solve. The dim room around you feels almost like a shelter. It wraps around your edges. It catches the last bits of tension and slowly lets them fade. Warm air settles against your skin, inviting you to relax more deeply. Even the space behind your ribs begins to feel easier. The heaviness you carried there softens into something lighter. Each breath opens a little more room, as if your inner world is expanding, becoming gentler with itself. Your thoughts are quieter now. Your body is steadier. The day feels farther away, as though it has slipped to the other side of a calm river. You're here, in a softer place, where everything slows to a quiet rhythm. Notice the stillness beginning to form inside you. It moves through you like a slow tide, steady and warm. With each breath, it settles deeper, filling the spaces where worry used to sit. The relief is subtle, but it grows with every passing moment. The air around you is softer now. The shadows in the room feel safe, gentle, familiar. You're supported by this dimness, this quiet, this unhurried moment where nothing else matters. Here, you can place the last pieces of the day beside you. Any thought that lingers can rest too. You don't need to carry anything right now. You don't even need to decide what to carry later. Just let everything be still. Your breath is slow. Your mind is drifting. Your body feels a little heavier, a little warmer, a little more at ease. This is what it feels like to unwind. This is what it feels like to set the day down. Allow that sense of quiet to grow. Allow the softness around you to rise like a warm blanket. You are safe here. You are allowed to rest. Nothing else needs your attention. Let the calm settle over you. Let it continue to loosen whatever tension remains. Let your thoughts drift further away, as if carried by a gentle, steady current. Here, in this soft and dim space, the day has already begun to fall away. The weight has already begun to lift, and you can simply sink deeper and deeper into this slow, soothing quiet. The world around you has begun to quiet. The sounds of the day feel farther away, almost as if they've stepped back to give you space. You're here now, in a softer moment, where everything moves at a slower pace. A warm sense of calm gathers around you. It spreads gently, not all at once, but in small waves that help the body loosen. Each breath brings a little more ease. Each exhale releases more of the noise that clung to you earlier. Somewhere inside you, there is a place untouched by stress, a place that doesn't shift with worry or demand anything from you. It's small, warm, and steady, almost like a quiet room waiting behind a half-open door. Begin to sense it, not by searching, but by allowing the softness around you to guide the way. As your breath slows, the entrance to this inner space becomes easier to feel. It sits just beneath the surface of your awareness, ready to welcome you in. Imagine stepping toward it. No effort, no rush, just a slow drift inward, as if your thoughts are gently moving aside to make room. The closer you come, the warmer the air feels. The door to this place doesn't need to open. You simply slip through it, the way you might walk into a familiar, dim room at the end of a long day. Inside, the light is soft and warm. It wraps around you like a quiet embrace, soothing and steady. The walls feel close enough to comfort you, yet spacious enough to breathe. Nothing sharp lives here, nothing loud. Everything is cushioned in a calm that settles deep into your chest. Take a moment to notice the warmth in the space. It isn't bright or overwhelming. It's gentle, like the glow of a single candle in a peaceful corner. It fills the room slowly, reaching out to you with quiet reassurance. Here, you're safe from the demands of the day, safe from the weight you carried, safe from the things that tugged at your thoughts. This room holds you with steady patience. The air inside this space is softer than the air outside. It feels like a warm cocoon, sheltering you from anything that might disturb your calm. Each breath you take blends with the warmth. Each exhale releases more tension into the stillness. Feel yourself settling deeper into this quiet room. Feel the way the softness touches the edges of your mind. Thoughts may appear, but they slow as soon as they enter this space. Their voices become faint like distant echoes. The warmth spreads across your shoulders. It eases down your arms, through your hands, and into your fingertips. Everything slackens. Everything softens. It feels as though the room absorbs the strain you don't need. This inner space is yours. It doesn't judge what you're feeling. It doesn't ask you to be different than you are. It simply holds you the way a gentle cradle might hold someone who's tired. Outside this room, the world might still be moving, but here, everything pauses. Here, everything waits for you. Here, you can rest without explaining anything. The warmth grows deeper now. It settles into the center of your chest, soothing the tightness that often gathers there. It moves down your body in slow, comforting waves. With every breath, you sink a little more into safety. Notice how quiet it is inside this space. A soft, velvet-like quiet that supports your thoughts. It invites them to drift, to float, to dissolve into the warm air. There's no pressure to clear your mind. Everything simply becomes quieter on its own. This room within you feels like a cocoon. Its softness wraps around you fully, shielding you from the outside world. The heaviness you carried can rest just outside the walls, waiting if it needs to, but no longer pressing against you. Let the warmth hold you. Let the quiet sit beside you. Let your breath move gently through this peaceful space. There is nothing to resist here, nothing to fix. The longer you stay, the deeper the stillness becomes. It spreads through your legs, your feet, the tips of your toes. Every part of you grows slower, heavier, calmer. Your thoughts soften into a gentle murmur, like a whisper fading into the distance. Your breath steadies into a warm, slow rhythm. The inner room becomes a sanctuary where only quiet exists, only ease, only rest. Here, you're held without effort. Here, the warmth surrounds you completely. Here, the world feels far away, softened by the layers of comfort between you and anything that once felt loud. Stay in this quiet space within you. Feel how safe it is. Feel how deeply it supports you. Let the warmth linger around your chest, your back, your whole body. This room will hold you for as long as you need. It will never rush you, never push, never fade. Let the soft light continue to glow around you. Let the quiet deepen and deepen until the stillness becomes all you feel. The quiet around you has grown a little deeper. The air feels warmer. Your body has begun to soften into the stillness. And somewhere in that softness, the breath waits gently, ready to steady you. It moves in its own slow rhythm, not forced, not shaped, just rising and falling like a calm tide, washing in and washing out. Feel how the breath touches the chest, a warm swell as it arrives, a gentle release as it leaves. Nothing more than a simple, soothing motion. If there's heaviness sitting in you, let it be there for now. It doesn't need to disappear. It doesn't need to be pushed aside. Just let the breath pass by it, like soft waves moving around a stone. Every inhale gathers warmth. Every exhale loosens something small. Not everything at once. Just one tiny corner of tension softening in its own time. You might sense the breath moving a bit lower now, maybe in the ribs, maybe in the stomach, maybe only in the quiet space just behind your chest. Wherever it moves is enough. The heaviness begins to shift, only slightly, as though the breath is taking its hand and guiding it into a gentler place. Everything feels less sharp here, less demanding. Imagine the breath like a slow tide. It rolls in with warmth. It rolls out with ease, rhythmic, steady, comforting. And with each quiet movement, the heaviness starts to feel different. Not gone, but softer, almost like mist dissolving in warm air. The more the breath moves, the more the body responds. Your shoulders loosen with every slow wave. Your chest becomes lighter with every gentle release. Even the muscles in your face begin to ease. The rhythm grows longer now, more spacious. Each inhale stretches out in time. Each exhale fades into a softer, slower flow. Notice how the breath feels against the inside of your ribs. There's a warmth there, a quiet, steady glow. It spreads outward with each inhale, then melts back into stillness as you exhale. The heaviness may rise again for a moment. That's all right. The breath meets it with warmth, holds it, softens its weight, and then loosens it again as the tide pulls back. There's a sense of being held from within, a gentle companion moving with you, not demanding anything from you, just easing you through each slow motion. The breath continues its quiet work. Warm air moves in and fills the space beneath your chest. Warm air moves out and carries a little more tension away. Again and again, slow and steady. You may notice the breath traveling farther down now, into the belly, into the hips, bringing warmth to places that held tension earlier in the day. They begin to soften too. With each cycle, the body feels heavier in a comfortable way, grounded, supported, relaxed. The breath takes its time. The tide moves slowly. Heaviness dissolves a little more with every soft release. The warmth around your chest spreads into your back, into the curve of your spine. Everything settles. Everything drifts. Even the thoughts that once felt close begin to float farther away, carried by the gentle rhythm. They lose their grip. They quiet themselves. The breath keeps softening the edges of everything inside you. Now the heaviness feels thin, almost transparent, its weight no longer pressing, no longer holding you back, just a faint presence, dissolving like fading fog. The breath moves in again, slow and warm. It fills the center of your chest with comfort. And the exhale follows, long and quiet, carrying you deeper into stillness. Each wave grows softer. Each motion becomes slower. You're drifting with it now, held by its gentle rise and fall. In this moment, the breath is enough. Its warmth is enough. Its slow rhythm is enough. The heaviness that stayed with you has softened into something lighter, something easier to hold, something that no longer weighs on your thoughts. You're sinking into a deeper calm now, softer than before, quieter, more spacious. One more slow inhale brings warmth through your whole body. One more slow exhale lets everything loosen and drift away. The breath continues on its own, steady and gentle, a soft tide carrying you farther into comfort and deeper into quiet. The quiet around you feels settled now. A soft, steady calm rests in the air, as though the room itself is beginning to breathe with you. Nothing presses in. Nothing asks for anything. This moment is yours to sink into. Somewhere in that stillness, a gentle warmth begins to form. It starts small, almost like a quiet spark of comfort, just beneath the surface of your awareness. It isn't bright or sharp. It's a slow, warm presence that eases its way toward you. The warmth reaches your shoulders first, a gentle touch, a soft glow spreading across the muscles that carried so much today. They begin to loosen, untying themselves from the weight they held onto. It moves down through your upper arms. The heaviness there melts little by little, replaced by a comforting heat that feels almost familiar, steady, kind, unhurried. Across your chest, the warmth grows wider. It spreads like a soft blanket easing into place. The tightness beneath your ribs loosens. The breath settles into a calmer, slower rhythm. There's a sense of being held now, not by anything you need to imagine clearly, more like a quiet presence wrapping itself around you. A gentle reassurance that you don't have to hold everything alone. The warmth moves into your back, spreading between the shoulder blades, that area so often clenched, so often tightened by things you didn't ask to carry. Slowly, it softens. Muscles relax into the heat. The spine feels supported, cushioned by invisible hands. This feeling wraps around your sides. It cradles your ribs, your middle, the parts of you that hold emotion before you even notice it. The warmth understands this. It settles there with extra care. The heaviness you came in with is still present somewhere in the background, but it no longer sits alone. It's surrounded by this comforting glow, held in a softness that feels patient and kind. A gentle shift happens inside you. The sense of being alone with everything you carried begins to fade. Something warm and steady sits with you now, easing the weight, sharing the space. The warmth deepens with every breath. Not brighter, just fuller. It wraps your back like someone draping a soft blanket over your shoulders. It holds your chest as though protecting the quiet inside you. It supports the curve of your neck, the base of your skull, the top of your spine. Every part of you sinks a little more into this comfort, a slow melting, a steady release. The tension loosens the way ice softens when touched by gentle heat. Your arms grow heavier in a pleasant way. Your hands rest more easily. Even your fingers seem to relax into the warmth surrounding them. The feeling expands down through your stomach. The warmth there brings a sense of safety, the kind that lets your guard lower without effort. Your breath moves freely. Your body leans into the calm. Now the warmth reaches your lower back. It fills the curve of your waist. It smooths out the small points of strain that lingered quietly throughout the day. Everything there softens, unclenches, releases. You may feel the warmth surrounding you from all sides now, cushioning you, holding you gently, the way soft fabric holds its shape around someone resting deeply inside it. There is nothing you need to do for this warmth to stay. It stays on its own. It holds you simply because you are here, because you've arrived in this quiet, open space where comfort can finally reach you. The emotional weight inside you shifts again, growing lighter, less solid. It dissolves at the edges, as if touched by a warm breeze. It spreads out and fades until all that's left is a gentle awareness of it, softened beyond recognition. The warmth supports your spine, your sides, your chest, your shoulders. You are surrounded by calm, wrapped in stillness, held without effort. Even the air around you feels different now, softer, warmer, as though the room has become a cocoon, closing you off from everything that once felt overwhelming. In this gentle enclosure, you don't need to be strong. You don't need to carry anything. You don't need to think your way through the heaviness. The warmth does the holding for you. Feel it settle into every part of you. Feel it linger in the spaces that once felt tense. Feel it stay with you, steady and warm, as the rest of the world fades to a quiet hum. You are cushioned now, supported in a way that asks nothing of you. The warmth stays steady. Your breath stays slow. Your body stays soft. Rest in this comfort for a while. Let the warmth wrap around you completely. Let it carry the weight for you until all that remains is quiet and stillness and the soft, nurturing heat that holds you gently in its care. The air feels quiet around you, as if the world has softened its voice. There's a gentle sense of space, a feeling that things have begun to slow. You're standing at the edge of a peaceful place, somewhere untouched by hurry or noise. A soft twilight glow settles over everything. The light is dim, warm, and steady. It wraps the landscape in a calm that seems to welcome you forward. You take a slow, easy step, and the ground beneath you feels soft, almost cushioning. Each step moves you deeper into stillness. The earth gives slightly under your weight, steady and grounding. You feel supported with every quiet movement. The walk has no destination. It's simply a gentle drifting into calm. Cool air brushes lightly against your skin. It carries the scent of evening, clean and soft, the kind that makes your body relax without thinking. Your shoulders lower a little. Your breath finds a slower rhythm. With every step, the world behind you fades. The noise, the weight, the thoughts that followed you through the day all slip further away. They stay behind like distant echoes losing their shape. Ahead of you, everything feels open and quiet. The path beneath your feet is smooth. Its softness encourages your pace to slow even more. You walk gently, almost floating from one step to the next. Each movement feels lighter than the last. Around you, the landscape stretches out in peaceful silence. Maybe tall grass moves in the breeze. Maybe a quiet clearing opens around you. It doesn't matter which. All that matters is the feeling of calm growing with every moment. The twilight deepens into a soft blue. Shadows lengthen in a soothing way, settling across the ground in calm shapes. You walk through them without any resistance. They are cool and comforting, wrapping around your steps like a quiet guide. Your body continues to slow. Your mind falls into step with this gentle rhythm. The pace of everything inside you matches the softness of the path. Thoughts drift in and out without staying. Nothing holds on tightly. The ground beneath your feet feels even softer now. It's like walking on a quiet cushion of earth, steady and warm. It absorbs any remaining tension in your legs. It supports you without effort. A sense of stillness begins to rise from the landscape itself. It moves towards you, surrounds you, fills the space around your chest. It asks nothing. It simply shares its quiet with you, as if offering a place to rest. Your steps grow smaller, slower, almost imperceptible. You're not walking to arrive anywhere. You're walking to become still. The cool air moves around you again, brushing gently across your face. It feels like a soft reminder that you are safe here, deep within this peaceful place. Your breath deepens on its own. You feel the ease spreading through your body with every inhale and exhale. The world continues to fade. Only the twilight remains. Only the soft ground beneath your feet. Only this slow, steady movement toward deeper quiet. You take another slow step, then another. Each one feels lighter, as if the earth is carrying more of your weight now. Soon your steps become just the idea of movement, a gentle drifting rather than walking. The landscape opens into a still clearing. The air settles. The breeze becomes a faint whisper. Everything around you pauses, as if the whole world has decided to rest with you. You stand in the center of this quiet space. The ground beneath you feels warm. The air around you feels soft. Your body feels safe and grounded. Here, the stillness is complete. It wraps around you like a soft hush. It fills the gaps between your thoughts. It settles into your chest, your shoulders, your back. You're not moving now. Your body has arrived at a deeper calm. The mind grows quieter, drifting in the softness that surrounds you. The landscape holds you gently, offering a peace that doesn't waver. Breathing becomes smooth and slow. The cool air meets the warmth in your chest and creates an easy balance inside you. You rest in that balance, feeling the last bits of tension dissolve. There's nothing left to walk toward, nothing left to chase. This stillness is enough. It supports you. It steadies you. It holds you in quiet comfort. Stay here in this peaceful clearing. Feel the softness beneath you. Feel the gentle air around you. Let the calm deepen and deepen until all movement inside you settles into a warm, steady quiet. The quiet around you deepens, settling into a soft darkness that feels gentle and safe. The air seems still, yet there's a faint sense of movement, like something peaceful is waiting to carry you. Your body grows a little lighter with each slow breath, as though the ground beneath you is beginning to loosen its hold. A soft weightlessness begins in your limbs. Your hands feel lighter, almost buoyant. Your legs soften, drifting toward a calm that feels spacious and warm. Nothing pulls downward. Nothing asks your muscles to work. It's as if you're resting on something that rises to meet you, something soft, like warm air or a gentle cloud. The support is effortless. You don't have to adjust or hold yourself in any position. You simply float. The darkness around you feels velvety and calm, not empty, but full of quiet comfort, the kind of darkness that wraps around you and softens the edges of everything inside you. Your mind sinks into it with ease. As you float, the worries that clung to you begin to loosen. They slip downward, falling away in tiny pieces you don't have to catch. They drift into the darkness below, quiet and harmless now. The body feels even lighter. Your arms seem to hover in the air. Your legs rest without pressure. Your chest rises and falls in a slow rhythm that feels like being carried by a gentle tide. There's no direction here, no rush, just a slow drifting through warmth and softness. The world you came from feels distant now. Its noise fades until it's nothing more than a faint memory. Every breath spreads a gentle warmth through your body. It moves across your shoulders, into your neck, down your spine, a slow wave of comfort that keeps you floating. The quiet deepens again. It stretches all around you, wide and spacious. Your thoughts begin to blur into the soft darkness, losing their shape. Their weight melts away. You drift a little more. The movement is so gentle you can barely feel it. It's like being carried by warm water, held without effort, supported in every direction. Your body trusts the sensation. It lets go fully. The warmth beneath you rises slightly, as if lifting you higher into the calm. Your back feels supported by something soft and steady. Your chest feels loose and open. Your breath finds an even slower rhythm. Worries fall away like feathers, sinking into the darkness far below you. They don't cling, they don't pull. They simply dissolve into the stillness around you. Your mind begins to float too. Thoughts drift in slow circles, then fade into the quiet. Nothing remains sharp. Nothing needs attention. Everything softens into the warm, spacious dark. You feel lighter now, almost weightless, as though you're drifting through a quiet night sky with no effort at all. The air holds you, the darkness holds you, the warmth holds you. Every part of your body loosens a little more. Your shoulders melt into the floating warmth. Your stomach settles. Your hips soften. Your legs drift outward with gentle ease. The floating becomes calmer still, slower, more soothing. Your breath matches that slow drift, rising and falling like a soft wave in perfect rhythm. In this moment, nothing reaches for you. Nothing presses against you. Everything you carried earlier sinks far below, out of sight, out of reach, out of mind. You're free to drift without any weight. The warmth around you feels like a cradle. It supports you from every side. It keeps you safe in this gentle, floating space. The darkness around you deepens into an even softer shade, calming the last bits of tension. You drift farther into this warmth, farther into this quiet, farther into the slow, soothing rhythm that holds you like a soft current. Your body becomes almost transparent in this place, light, easy, quiet. A warm silhouette drifting through the softness of night. The last threads of worry slip away. They fall gently, disappearing into the deep stillness below. They no longer belong to you in this moment. Feel how calm the air is around you. Feel how effortless the floating has become. The world narrows down to this soft motion, this warm darkness, this quiet release. Nothing else remains. Only drifting, only softness, only the warm, weightless quiet that carries you deeper and deeper into rest. The quiet around you has deepened. A soft calm rests in the air, warm enough to ease the edges of whatever you've been holding. Your body has already begun to settle, and now the space around your chest invites a slower, gentler kind of comfort. In this moment, notice the feeling at the center of your chest. Not with effort, not with focus. Just a simple awareness of the space where your breath passes through. It might feel tight or heavy or distant. Whatever it feels like is perfectly okay. You're simply meeting it softly. A warm glow begins to form there. Small at first, like a candle hidden behind your ribs. It gives off a mild heat, calm and steady, touching the heart with quiet reassurance. The warmth doesn't push or demand anything. It simply expands in slow, gentle waves. With each soft inhale, the warmth grows a little larger. With each slow exhale, it spreads outward. The glow feels tender, safe, patient, almost like a quiet hand resting over your heart. You might sense the area loosening in small, subtle ways. The tightness you carried throughout the day starts to soften. Not all at once, just enough for you to feel a bit more open, a bit more supported. The warm glow continues to expand, filling the space behind your chest with gentle light. Your pulse begins to sync with this warmth, slowly, steadily. A calm rhythm that feels soothing from the inside out. Each beat becomes quieter, more peaceful, as though aligning itself with the slow drift of the breath. The heaviness around your heart begins to shift. What once felt dense starts to dissolve, thinning like a shadow touched by warm light. It fades gently, softening at the edges, until it no longer presses against you. The warmth moves through your chest, flowing outward in all directions. It reaches your shoulders, easing the tension that settled there. It moves up the sides of your neck, relaxing the muscles that have held too much. Every part of you responds to the softening. You may feel a subtle release inside your chest, something untying, something opening. It's small but meaningful, the kind of release that leaves more space for ease, more space for quiet, more space for breath. The glow continues to widen. It fills the upper back, soothing the knots that linger behind the heart. It makes that whole area feel supported, as if the warmth is cradling you from within. You can rest into it without needing to hold yourself up. The emotional pressure inside you loosens even more. The warmth wraps around it, not pushing it away, but gently melting it. What once felt sharp becomes soft. What once felt heavy becomes light. What once felt overwhelming becomes manageable. And then quiet. Your heart feels calmer now. Not just physically, but emotionally. There's room to breathe, room to drift, room to rest. The soft glow eases into your ribs. It moves through the space beneath them, filling every corner with warmth. Your breath grows longer. Your body grows heavier in a peaceful, grounding way. You may sense the warmth expanding beyond your chest, It spreads through your stomach, bringing calm to the center of your body. It moves into your arms, relaxing them completely. It settles around your hands, releasing any last sense of holding on. The glow becomes a gentle field of warmth now, surrounding your heart, your chest, your back. It wraps around your whole upper body, smoothing away the remnants of strain. A deep, nurturing softness settles in. The emotional tightness continues to fade. You feel lighter in your chest, looser, as though a weight you carried has finally been set down. The heart feels sheltered, protected by the warm glow. Your breath finds an even slower rhythm. Each inhale brings in a bit more warmth. Each exhale releases a bit more tension. The cycle grows smoother with every moment. Your heart feels soft now, open in a gentle, quiet way, held by warmth that doesn't fade, supported by stillness that doesn't waver. The glow brightens just slightly, enough to melt whatever remains. The last small pieces of heaviness dissolve like mist in sunlight. They lift effortlessly, drifting away until they vanish completely. Now all that remains is warmth, soft, steady, surrounding you from within. Your chest feels spacious and calm. Your heart feels unburdened and safe. Stay with this feeling a little longer. Let the warmth continue to hold you. Let the softness cradle the space around your heart. Let the quiet inside you deepen and deepen until everything within you settles into warm, peaceful stillness. The quiet around you feels deeper now. The edges of the room have softened. The air holds a gentle stillness, as though the world has stepped back and lowered its voice. Somewhere inside, the mind may still be echoing. Small thoughts repeating themselves, old worries circling in faint loops. They linger the way distant sounds linger after the world around them has already grown quiet. Those echoes don't need to be chased or answered. They don't need to be pushed away. They can simply be noticed, softly, as part of the space you're resting in. Imagine them drifting a little farther out, not disappearing, just moving away from the center of your awareness, like faint voices fading down a long hallway, growing softer with each passing moment. The mind's surface begins to smooth. Thoughts that once felt close now hover at a gentle distance. They float there, weightless, without urgency, as though resting on still water, drifting without direction. The quiet deepens around you again. It spreads through your chest. It settles into your shoulders. It moves slowly up the back of your neck, calming even the smallest points of tension. Every thought that rises becomes softer as it appears. Its edges blur. Its meaning loosens. It becomes nothing more than a whisper that dissolves before it reaches you. Feel the spaciousness growing inside you. Each breath opens that space a little more. Each exhale clears another layer of mental noise. Your mind relaxes into a gentle emptiness, warm and safe. The echoes drift even farther out now. They move like leaves on quiet water, floating in slow circles, and then settling into stillness. You don't need to reach for them. You don't need to hold them. They rest on their own. The air around you feels hushed, comforting, like a soft night settling over everything. Thoughts that usually rise quickly now appear only as faint ripples, barely noticeable. Your breath becomes shallow in a peaceful way, light, effortless. Each inhale moves through the chest like a soft breeze. Each exhale fades into the stillness around you. The mental chatter continues to slip away, not because you push it, but because the mind prefers this quiet. It likes the feeling of being unburdened. It enjoys the softness that holds it now. Even the thoughts tied to heavier feelings begin to fade. They untangle themselves. They fall away like loose threads. The heaviness behind them melts into warm, steady darkness. The space inside your mind becomes wider, deeper, quieter than before. So quiet that even your own inner voice softens into a gentle hum, barely more than a breath. It feels as though the room within you is dimmed. Not dark in a frightening way, dark in a peaceful way. A darkness that comforts, that protects, that absorbs the last of the echoes. Your thoughts now move slowly, like they're drifting through thick, warm air. They take longer to rise, longer to fade. Soon, they stop rising at all. The surface of your mind becomes smooth, calm, still enough to reflect nothing. Just a quiet, open space that asks for nothing and holds everything in gentle balance. Your breath continues to soften. Your body grows heavier in a soothing way. Your mind settles into the softest kind of silence. In this silence, the last faint echoes dissolve. They spread into the quiet like mist merging with air. They lose their shape, their sound, their meaning. Then they disappear completely. Now you're resting in pure stillness, a quiet that feels wide and safe, a calm that wraps around the mind like a soft blanket. There is nothing to follow, nothing to answer, nothing to fix. Only this slow, warm, drifting quiet. Stay in this softness. Let the mind remain smooth and open. Let the quiet deepen, until all that remains is gentle silence and the soft, peaceful ease surrounding you. The quiet around you settles into an even softer shape. The world feels dim, gentle, and far away. A warm darkness begins to gather, wrapping itself around the edges of your awareness. It isn't an empty darkness. It's the kind that feels velvety and calm. A darkness that welcomes you, holds you, and protects you from anything that might disturb your rest. You can breathe a little easier here. The dimness spreads slowly, like night falling over a peaceful landscape. Shadows deepen in a soothing way. The air grows still and warm, comforting the body from all sides. You sink into it without effort. Imagine yourself drifting through this gentle darkness, not walking, not moving with purpose, just floating, lightly carried by the warm night around you. It feels safe. It feels soft. It feels like the world has finally grown quiet enough for you to let go. There is no starlight here, no bright shapes, only a calm, starless night that feels close and warm, like soft fabric resting against your skin. You float deeper into it with every slow breath. The last hints of wakefulness begin to fade. A small thought here, a small feeling there. Each one loosens and slips away into the dark, dissolving before it reaches you. The quiet absorbs everything gently. The darkness becomes even softer now. It wraps around your shoulders. It cradles your arms. It supports the back of your body with a steady warmth, as if you're being held by the night itself. Your limbs feel light, almost weightless, as though they're drifting in warm water or resting on a cloud-like cradle that rises to meet every part of you. There's no pressure, no strain, only ease. The world continues to fade behind you. All sounds fall away. All movement disappears. Only the soft darkness remains, carrying you through its quiet, steady warmth. Your breath becomes slower, longer, deeper in a peaceful, effortless way. Each inhale draws you deeper into the dark calm. Each exhale carries out the last bits of tension. It feels as though you're floating through a night with no boundaries, no edges, no direction, just endless calm surrounding you like a cocoon of warm dusk. Thoughts drift in slow motion now. They appear and dissolve almost instantly, fading before they have a chance to form. The darkness quiets them with gentle patience. It smooths the surface of your mind until everything becomes still. You may sense the darkness rising beneath you, lifting you, holding you in a weightless cradle of warmth. The rest of the world lies far below, muted and forgotten. The deeper you drift, the quieter your thoughts become. They fall away like soft petals sinking into the night. You don't follow them. You don't need to. They vanish into the dimness without leaving a trace. The warmth around you deepens. It fills the space in your chest. It settles into your stomach. It eases your back and your shoulders. Every part of you loosens into the gentle dark. Your breath now feels connected to the darkness itself, a slow wave that moves through you and then melts into the warm night. You rise and fall with it, floating on its rhythm. The last bits of wakefulness cling lightly, as if unsure whether to stay. The darkness reaches them too. It softens them, cradles them. Then they slip away, leaving only deep, velvety stillness behind. Now the night feels endless, a calm expanse with no edges, no boundaries, no weight. Just softness, just warmth, just quiet. You're drifting through it effortlessly, held by it, melted into it. Nothing pulls you back to the surface. Nothing pulls you forward. Everything slows to the pace of a quiet heartbeat. Slow, steady, calm. The warm darkness moves with you, a gentle companion guiding you deeper. Your body feels far away now, light, loose, as if you're fading into the night, becoming part of its soft, comforting stillness. Stay with this feeling. Let it hold you. Let the darkness cushion you from every side. Let yourself drift a little farther and farther into the warm, quiet night that surrounds you completely. The air around you feels soft and open. A gentle quiet settles over everything, warm and steady. Your body begins to sink into the surface beneath you, meeting it with complete ease. The softness supports you fully. It rises to meet the shape of your body, holding you without asking anything in return. Every point of contact feels warm, gentle, and effortless. You can feel yourself settling deeper and deeper into this comfort. A lightness begins to form inside you. It starts as a quiet glow somewhere near the center of your chest. A gentle, spacious feeling that spreads slowly outward. It moves through you like warm air drifting through an open room. Your arms feel softer. Your hands loosen in a natural, easy way. The fingers rest without tension, without holding anything at all. Lightness flows through them as though they're gently dissolving into the space around you. Your legs begin to feel the same way, loose and unburdened. Warmth spreads down through your thighs, through your calves, all the way to your feet. Each part of you grows lighter, as if releasing itself into the soft surface beneath you. The quiet deepens around you. Your breath matches its pace. Slow, warm, steady. Every inhale brings in more ease. Every exhale melts you a little further into the moment. The lightness expands. It flows through your shoulders, softening the last traces of tension. It drifts into your back, relaxing every small muscle with gentle, soothing warmth. Your whole upper body feels like it's resting on a cloud-like cushion. Your mind becomes quieter too. Thoughts appear as soft shapes, barely formed before they drift away again. Nothing clings, nothing presses. Everything feels spacious. The surface beneath you has become part of the lightness now. You're sinking into it while also floating above it, weightless in the most peaceful way, supported on all sides by warmth and stillness. Your breath slows even more. It feels light and subtle, almost like a quiet ripple moving through still water. The body follows the rhythm, easing into a dreamy softness. Your chest feels open and calm. Your stomach rises and falls with gentle ease. Your whole body feels suspended, as though resting on warm air. The lightness moves into your neck. It loosens the very base of your skull. It melts across your face, softening your jaw, your cheeks, the space around your eyes. Every part of you feels warm and quiet. You begin to drift inside the softness, not floating upward, not sinking downward, just drifting in a weightless space where nothing needs to hold you in place. It feels slow. It feels warm. It feels safe. The lightness grows finer now, almost like a soft haze surrounding your entire body. It blurs the edges of your awareness in the most comforting way. Your body feels less defined, less solid, more like you're dissolving into a warm, gentle dream. The quiet around you becomes part of you. You breathe it in. You breathe it out. Everything settles into a slow, steady rhythm. Your limbs are so light now they feel almost transparent. Your thoughts drift like feathers, floating without effort. The space around you becomes wide and calm, holding your awareness in a warm embrace. You sink deeper into the surface beneath you. You float farther into the stillness within you. Both sensations meet in the middle, creating a peaceful, dreamy balance. The last bits of alertness soften. They grow dim. Then they drift away, fading into the quiet like distant echoes at the end of a long day. You rest inside this lightness. You rest inside this warmth. Your whole being melts into the soft, steady calm surrounding you. Nothing remains but ease. Nothing remains but warmth. Nothing remains but the gentle, drifting quiet. Stay here. Stay in this softness. Let the lightness hold you until everything settles into deep, peaceful stillness. The quiet around you feels complete now, soft, warm, unhurried. The air rests gently against your skin, as if the whole space has settled into the same calm that's drifting through you. Your breath follows that softness, slow, steady, almost silent. Each inhale moves like a faint wave. Each exhale fades into the warm stillness around you. Wherever your mind is now, whether floating, resting, or hovering on the edge of sleep, it's exactly where it needs to be. There is nothing to change, nothing to guide, nothing to hold on to. The body sinks deeper into comfort. The surface beneath you feels softer than before, as though it has shaped itself perfectly to meet you. You rest without effort. You rest without thought. Quiet fills every space inside you. It lingers in your chest. It settles in your stomach. It smooths the space behind your eyes. Everything feels hushed and peaceful. You may notice gentle darkness settling around you. Not heavy darkness, just a warm, velvety quiet that wraps your whole body in ease. It protects the stillness you've drifted into. It keeps the outside world far away. Your breath continues its quiet rhythm, soft, unbroken, deep enough to soothe you, light enough to let you slip into whatever rest is waiting. Thoughts move slowly now, like soft shadows drifting across a dim room. They don't cling. They don't follow one another. They simply fade out before they reach you. In this moment, everything feels simple, effortless, safe. You're suspended in calm, as though floating in a warm quiet that holds you with gentle hands. If the body feels heavy, it's a comforting heaviness. If the mind feels light, it's a peaceful lightness. There's no right way to be here, just this quiet, this warmth, this ease. The silence deepens. It spreads through your limbs. It softens the curve of your back. It settles at the base of your spine, inviting every muscle to melt a little more. The world outside this moment grows dim, far away, muted and soft. You are wrapped in stillness that feels steady and warm. If you drift, drift gently. If you stay awake, stay softly. Your body has permission to rest however it chooses. Nothing is required of you now. The breath drifts again. Slow, warm, easy. A steady river of calm moving through you, carrying you deeper into quiet. The dimness around you grows even softer. A cocoon of warmth, a cradle of calm, a space where nothing rushes, nothing asks, nothing stirs. Here, you're held by stillness. Here, you're comforted by silence. Here, you can remain for as long as you wish. Your awareness may blur gently, float gently, settle gently. Everything becomes slow and quiet, like the last moments before dreams arrive. You drift at your own pace. You rest at your own depth. The body softens into this moment. The mind follows. Nothing moves quickly now. Nothing rises sharply. Everything flows like a soft exhale fading into warm air. Stay here, in this quiet, in this softness, in this gentle, drifting calm. Let the silence hold you until even the breath feels like part of the night, and you dissolve into peaceful rest.